Hello, my name is Ruby Padilla, and this is my USL presentation. I chose to do my research paper on childhood obesity. I chose this topic because in my life, health is something that is very important to me. As I have worked with kids for many years, I have seen many kids who have issues with their weight, and it is something that really catches my attention. As a nanny, I have worked with a child before who struggled with being overweight, and I did the best that I could to help her and do everything that I could in order to prevent her from becoming obese. This was both physically and mentally. This experience has intrigued me to learn more about the topic and find solutions in helping children who are overweight, obese, or even struggling with body image issues. When looking at the organization, I realized that they did not have any programs that were running successfully. However, there were many programs that involved health and wellness that the organization could have been doing. Although I did not run any of these specific programs, I did discuss this topic quite a bit with my supervisor. Seeing the staff on their phones while the kids were supposed to be participating in physical activity was extremely frustrating to me. I expressed the important role that they have in these kids' lives and how physical activity plays a huge role into the organization. Looking online at the organization's website, you can see that physical health and wellness is one of their top priorities. My internship was at the Boys and Girls Club of Grant Woods in Mesa, Arizona. I met with my supervisor and discussed what my role was going to be in the club, and he asked me if I wanted to be the program leader of the Summer Brain Gain, which is a class that helps kids learning curriculum and doing activities that involved character building and what is now STEAM. This program was supposed to keep kids in a school-like setting so that they aren't forgetting how to learn and be in a classroom even though they are on summer break. I was very excited to have this opportunity, but I shortly realized that I was not going to have much guidance. He gave me a link where I found videos and modules that explained different lessons and ideas that I could choose to do throughout the course of 6 weeks. I decided to focus mainly on character building and leadership for the first couple weeks because I felt as if the kids would best respond to these subjects. I spent about a week preparing, requesting materials, pre-making crafts, and mainly lesson planning. The following week, I ran the first week of the Brain Gain, and it was very fun to see how much the kids loved it and responded to this. And a lot of the kids wanted to keep coming back to my classes. I focused mainly on grades 1 through 5, and I would basically just pull members out of their area throughout the week and take them into my class. Then I would return them to their area. Sometimes we would do the same activity throughout the day, but other times I would change it according to the ages. At the end of the weeks, we would have parties to sum up the weekly program. The biggest challenge that I had was the fact that I had no guidance in running this program. I had to figure it all out myself and decide what I wanted to do with the program. This was mainly because it was the first time that this specific club ran this specific program, and any program in a long time. Although this was a major challenge, it did allow me to experiment with it and have the flexibility to change things around and modify the lessons. Another challenge that I had was that after a few days, and especially after the first week of the program running, many kids wanted to be a part of the program. However, we could only allow 32 members each week to participate. Otherwise, we wouldn't have enough materials or treats for the end of the week party. The material requests did get very expensive. I also had to train a girl to take over my program once I left. Overall, the whole program was a huge success. It was the only program that was running successfully, and many kids enjoyed it and learned something of value. My experience personally at this organization really showed me that I was able to challenge myself and do something that I had never done before. After meeting with my supervisor and discussing the plan for my internship, I thought that I would have much more guidance than I did. However, seeing the outcome and the effect that the program had on the kids was extremely rewarding and reassured me of the fact that I want to work with kids. I also met a lot of really awesome people at this organization, which was a huge plus. Professionally, this experience was great for me. My goal after graduating is to become a teacher, and this experience allowed me to teach kids of multiple ages in a classroom setting. It was helpful to see how much goes into teaching and completing different activities. Teaching this program really gave me a chance to see how it would feel teaching kids and if I would actually like it. It showed me that my career path is going in a direction that I will be happy with. It reassured me that I am on the right track and made me feel very excited about my future. This experience challenged me to think outside of the box, especially academically. Working at a nonprofit organization helped me to understand the way the organization runs and how they budget and flow. The topics that they had each week also allowed me to think outside of the box and challenged my way of thinking. It was a perfect internship for my educational studies major, and I truly enjoyed completing my 100 and plus hours at the Boys and Girls Club.